Hello and welcome to Adventure Planet, where today I'm here in Chessington World of Adventures here in the UK. Now, for those who don't know, Chessington actually was first opened back in 1931, just as Chessington Zoo. It remained a zoo right the way up until 1987, until the Two Swords group came in and the theme park section of the park was actually built. Then in 2007, you had the merger with Merlin, and from 2007 it's expanded into quite a sizable resort here. It's about 150 acres in size. You've got a zoo, and obviously the theme park that's been here for a long time, but now you also have a camp section, you have log cabins, you have two very well themed hotels, there's a sea life centre here, lots and lots of stuff to do. That kind of stuff is down towards the lodger's entrance, which is a little bit further up the road. I'm here today at the explorer's entrance, which is one of the entrances that's changed quite dramatically in the last few months, so we'll be checking that out as well. The zoo is really quite sizable as well. You've got over 1,000 different animals there, ranging from lions, tigers, sea lions, otters, gorillas, reptiles, birds, all the kind of rest of it, and that's all split into various themed areas, much like the park itself actually. So we're going to go in, we're going to take a look at what's changed in 2022. It is Chessington's first attempt at Mardi Gras, or Mardi Gras as they call it. That runs from now up to the 26th of June. Then after that we've got Wilderfest in August, and then we've got Halloween, followed by the Winter Tale towards the end of the year. So we're going to be checking out all that. Is it going to be better than Thorpe Park's first attempt? It could be. I mean, it's looking pretty it's looking pretty good at the entrance here, I've got to say. Lots of dancers out, lots of colours, all getting in on the celebrations. Park hours today, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. It is a Wednesday, but we are in the middle of the school holidays here in the UK, so I'm expecting it to be pretty busy, but we'll soon see. We'll get in, we'll have a look, we'll see what's changed. We'll check out Project Amazon, see how the construction work is coming along on that part, and obviously we'll go into a little bit more detail about what's actually coming. And yeah, let's go and have a look. Let's see what's going on in the park today. Let's get myself in and let's see some of the celebrations that's going on for Mardi Gras. Looking forward to this one. Let's go. So just coming into the main explorer's entrance here, and as you can see, lots of music going on here. We've got some dancers, some flag waving going on, lots of costumes, some pretty solid music, and already this is feeling a lot more inviting than Thorpe Park's attempt at Mardi Gras. Weather today is going to be looking pretty changeable, I think. It's starting off pretty good in the morning, but possibly some showers a little bit later on, some of them potentially quite heavy. I'm really hoping that that's not going to affect any kind of future shows here at the park, because so far, looking good, looking good. As you can see here, this is obviously the explorer's entrance to the park, and as you can see down here, it has been made much wider. Obviously this whole area has been undergoing a lot of work lately to obviously kind of coincide with what's going on over there behind that fence, which is of course the Project Amazon area. You've got this new centerpiece here, this Jeep. Fantastic celebrations. Yeah, we got this Jeep piece in the center here, which is all new, and this whole section, the entry here has all been widened and looks a lot better in my opinion. We've got probably still a little bit more work to do on perhaps some of the theming around here. This is probably still going to be going on over the next couple of weeks. The toilets actually out the back now have actually been themed as well, which is fantastic. I'm going to head on in and we'll see what other Mardi Gras celebrations we have got. But so far, so happy. Let's go. Just having a quick look at the Mardi Gras timetable here. This seems to be very similar to what Alton Towers are actually doing with the different crews here all throughout the park here, and the different times, different show times for each of them. So this is already quite different to what Thorpe Park are doing. We also have the main stage here with some kind of show going on at 11 o'clock, which is shortly. Room on the Broom, the Cheerful Charms with Witch, which is in the zoo. And then around the resort we've also got the big brass band. I have actually already seen them setting up earlier on today, so that's definitely happening today. And then of course we've got the Mardi Grub Avenue with all the food, which hopefully is going to be set out a lot better than Thorpe Park was. We shall see. But yeah, we'll check out some of these shows as well as some of the crews, as well as we work our way around the park. just on the right side as you come into the entrance then. I've just gone a little bit further down, trying to find my favourite spot in Canopy Capers, which is just behind me here, which usually offers a pretty good view over the construction site that's currently going on for Project Amazon. Unfortunately, from up there now, it's actually got pretty overgrown. The trees are kind of going way up past what I like to call the mushroom, my little mushroom hideout. It's going way up, and you can't really see too much actually going on in the construction of that site. So I'm going to try and find hopefully a little bit of a better area in the park just to show you guys how that's coming along. Still not too much to see. We're obviously still a good year away yet. It's not due to open until 2023. Project Amazon construction work has been going on that now for quite a few months. Obviously, looking at the layout, we are pretty much guaranteed that is going to be based on the Jumanji IP. Seems pretty obvious looking at the actual park layout. The path layout seems to mimic almost exactly the Jumanji board game from the old 90s film starring Robin Williams. So it seems to be pretty much guaranteed that that's where it's going. We're looking at 3 new rides in that area. 2 of them are going to be children's rides, flat rides, looking at probably a Miami trip, and also like a little bounce and spin ride. But the main feature obviously is going to be the roller coaster. Now that is rumored to be, still not confirmed, rumored to be a B&M wing coaster with a backwards launch out of the station into a boomerang layout with one inversion that goes right over the entrance. Now none of that is actually confirmed. The layout is confirmed, but the manufacturer and the type still not 100% yet, although it's heavily rumored to be a B&M wing coaster, which is really exciting because that will mean only the second of its type in the UK, alongside Swarm obviously at Thorpe Park. Now the layout is basically going to encircle the entire new area, the entire circumference of that area, right around in a big circle. The inversion going over the main entrance into an upwards helix at the end before coming back down through the same inversion back into the station. Nothing has really started happening yet. Some footers have been placed, but mostly at the moment, from what I've seen coming into the park, it's mostly just pretty much rubble. There's some groundwork still going on, there's some diggers there, but most of it is just kind of rubble, a couple of holes. But you are starting to see the footers going in, which is pretty exciting. I think over the next couple of months, work will really start progressing on that side. Like I say, later on, I'll try and get a little bit closer, see if I can actually film what's going on the site. But like I say, my favorite area here in Canopy Capers is not really offering much of a view anymore, thanks to the trees. So we'll see. But this guy's trying to get me wet here. He keeps spurting out water. My little friend, Pete the Dragon, I'll call him. Anyway, let's head on down towards Pirates Cove, another area that's going to be changing this summer. Yes, so just come down to Adventure Point here, which is kind of the main hub, if you like, of the park. We've got Elmer's Colour Crew, which will be performing on that stage over there, hopefully shortly. Obviously, you've got all the eateries around here. We got the pizza and pasta buffet, and of course, one of my very favourites, the Smokehouse Barbecue and Bar. Worth noting as well that it's not just Mardi Gras Avenue that do the Mardi Gras foods. You can get various foods here as well in the Barbecue and Bar Smokehouse here and around the park. You don't have to go specifically to the Mardi Gras Avenue, although that's where you kind of get more of a feel for the Louisiana style Mardi Gras party in that area. So yeah, looking really good here. As you can see, it's pretty busy today. I was kind of expecting this. Like I say, we are kind of in the middle of the school holidays here in the UK. It's also our Platinum Jubilee weekend tomorrow and Friday, so probably going to be even busier on those days. But yeah, I might head in here. I might even try this actually, a spiced chicken po' boy. Yeah, I'll tell you, that's looking pretty good. Interested to know how much this costs. I'm assuming it's going to be around the same kind of prices as it was at Thorpe Park, so I'm expecting probably about £8 for this, but we shall see. Worth noting as well, it is a card-only restaurant, no cash accepted here. All right, let's head further into the park.
Just heading around into the Pirates Cove area now of Chessington. Now this area actually behind me is another area that's undergoing a lot of refurbishment work. Now actually this coming summer, this is going to be reopening as Project Anchor, and we're going to be seeing 2 new flat rides here, which is why this construction work is currently ongoing. Both of them from Zamperla, one of which actually a rocking tug is being relocated from Thorpe Park to this section of the park. The other one, Bobbing Barrels, is a Watermania ride. Now this is supposed to be opening in June. Work is still underway currently at the moment, as you can see, but it is supposed to be summer this year. So hoping within the next couple of weeks this area be open and we'll have 2 more new flat rides here for the smaller ones of the park. Really, it's going to be kind of more junior rides. I think those that have ridden the Rocking Tug at Thorpe Park will know what that's all about. Blue Barnacle, I believe, is staying. I haven't heard anything about that. That's still open at the moment, so that should be staying as part of this area. I believe some extra retheming is going to be done around here as well, and obviously, like I say, the Pirates Cove moniker is now going to change to Project Anchor, so that's another exciting change coming to the park within the next few weeks. Yeah, so just heading down to Blue Barnacle now, and as you can see, the 2021 swinging ship is still very much here. I'm not expecting this to undergo any kind of significant changes in terms of theming, because like I say, this was only built and opened the previous year, so I'm assuming that this is going to remain exactly as it is. Got a little friend here, my little dog. There's Max. Hi, boy. No, okay. I'll put my treats back in my pockets then. Oh, this guy's had plenty of booze. No wonder he's asleep. Great theming on this ride though. You got the parrots here and the treasure chest, little stream, little waterfall. Got some gold bars up there. Some parrots. Walk the plank. Yeah, so like I say, this ride opened in 2021. The interesting thing here is obviously, you know, Chessington has a very strict height restriction, if you like, for most of its rides here. So Blue Barnacle included has had to be built in this pit here, quite a deep pit actually, to make sure that it sticks with the height restrictions for the top of this ride here. And that's the same for quite a few rides around the park.
If you're climbing on the fences in the queue line, please can you drop down?
So yeah, Rattlesnake and also Croc Drop as well, the ride that replaced Ramesses' Revenge, are also built into these pits, all part and parcel to do with the Greenbelt height restrictions here in the park. Looking pretty busy for Blue Barnacle though. I'd say that's probably a 20-minute queue or so. But I'll head back out this way. Not sure if any kind of theming changes will be going on with Captain's Fish and Chips up here. I suspect not, but you never know. Generally, I think this building actually looks okay. It's not looking too tired. Maybe a little bit of a few changes would be needed, but nothing huge. All right, we'll walk back through this way and enter Wild Woods. Let's see what the queue's like for the Gruffalo. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty big. And yeah, we have a 60-minute queue for the Gruffalo's River Ride Adventure, which is a little more than I was expecting this early on. It looks like a lot of people have come straight to this ride as their first ride of the day. So I'm going to give this a little bit of a pass for now. I'll come back a little bit later on when it's calmed down a little bit. Yeah, it basically queues all along here, all around that side of the building, and then kind of around that corner and back. There's also a little bit obviously to queue on the inside as well. So looking pretty busy today. But like I say, this was expected as part of the half-term holidays here in the UK. Let's head on down this way. Gruffalo gift shop just up there.
Pick away, just go.
And of course, good to see the vampire running as well, which is great. We'll be getting on there a little bit later as well. Gruffalo Bites there, probably going to be opening a little bit later on. 90 minutes for the queue for Vampire then as well. So once again, I will be giving that a miss until a little bit later on today. It's good to see these classic rides so busy though. Oh, Vampire, what an absolute classic. Of course, the trains were changed back in the early 2000s to Vekoma trains. But this ride has actually been here since 1990, and they still have the guy playing the organ as well. I hope they never get rid of him. Just come back to Adventure Point now, about to watch the Elmer's Colour Crew show that's due to start in about 3 minutes, according to my watch. So thought I'd come back and grab that show. So I've taken a seat just outside here, and this guy's not stopped staring at me since I sat down. So I'm not sure if he's happy me sitting here or not. Yeah. Anyway, the little stage just over the back there. I'm expecting some kind of show to start in about 2 minutes. We'll get a little bit closer and see what that's all about. We got the hot potatoes and the hot dogs joint here at Adventure Point. Just to give you a quick idea of the prices on those, you're looking at about $8.95 for a smoked dog, jacket potato and vegan dog there, all about £8.95. Includes any 2 toppings, which are all listed there. I'm not sure if it includes the drink or not. I'm assuming not. They also do, are these the rollover hot dogs? I think they're the rollover hot dogs. Best kind of hot dogs in my opinion. £9 though. It's, well, yeah, that's pretty steep. So it is now 11:30, but no sign of the show starting just yet. Hopefully soon. Oh, it looks like the show's just started then. There we are. Look who it is. It's Elmer. There he is. Elmer the elephant here at Chessington, starting off the show. We got a couple more dancers here as well. A little bit late starting. It's now 11:35. I was almost giving up, but looks like the show is just about to get underway. Pulling up with my crew. Can feel that rhythm moving in my shoes. We all have our own vibe. That's what makes it shine. So let's hold your heart. Get up and get inside of it. We're together. Little bit of footage there from the show from Elmer's Colour Crew, and yeah, really good. Good music, nice like colourful uniforms, if you like. Colourful costumes, colourful flags, Elmer's there, you got interaction with the crowd, nice high energy, all that kind of stuff. Really good. Still going on behind me actually. I thought I'd get a little bit of footage for you just to show like what that particular show was like. There's obviously another 4 other shows around the park, dotted around. I'm going to head towards Forbidden Kingdom now, check out Mardi Gras Avenue. A little bit unfortunate, there's some dark clouds heading our way. I'm hoping the rain is going to stay off. It's not looking too promising though. Like I say, we were expecting some heavy showers throughout the afternoon. I hope that's not going to rain off any of these parades, because so far this has been much better than Thorpe Park's attempt. Considering this is Chessington's first attempt at Mardi Gras, this has been really good. Really happy with this. Quite impressed. Let's move on towards Forbidden Kingdom then and see what we can see. Let's go. Looking pretty busy in this area as well. Looks like we got another stage there for another crew show there. That's the Stompede Crew, which is a little bit later on at 12:10 this afternoon. I love all this theming going on here, all these Mardi Gras colors. Look at the horse with the beads on him here, and the cactus there, and the money bags, all with the beads on and stuff. Really good. Yeah, I love this. Look at these colors. Mexicana. We got some tortillas, real California burritos. And of course, Forbidden Kingdom down the way here. Little photo opportunity there. Feel worth $1,000. And of course, we've got Rattlesnake here. Now, Rattlesnake opened here in the park in 1998, so it's definitely one of the older rides in the park. And again, like I say, this is another one of those rides built into a pit to kind of meet those greenbelt height restrictions of the park. There's also a 90-minute queue for this one as well. This was built by Maura Rides. It's about 50 feet in height, so nothing too impressive. Obviously, it's a Wild Mouse design. And like I say, a 90-minute queue for this as well. Definitely busy in the park today. Yeah, loving these Mardi Gras decorations here. All looks really, really good. Now, just through here, gated off at the moment because this is actually closed. Scorpion Express is actually a powered coaster, been here in the park since 1987. Now, it is actually testing in the back there, so it's operating, but I'm not quite sure why it's closed today. Some refurbishment work perhaps going on, but yeah, this is gated off. We're not getting through here today, and they have announced at the park entrance this morning that this was actually going to be closed. So no Scorpion Express for us today, but we'll head on further into Forbidden Kingdom. Let's go out and check out Croc Drop, currently with a 75-minute queue. Let's go and have a look. At Drop and Chicken here, just opposite Croc Drop here, you can get another Mardi Gras special, the Louisiana Chicken Burger. So slightly different than the one that you get at the Smokehouse. This one obviously just next to Croc Drop, the Louisiana Chicken Burger. Actually, it looks really good. Might even give that one a try later on as well. And here we are at Croc Drop then, still looking pretty good, still looking pretty fresh. Obviously Croc Drop is the 2021 drop tower here in the park from SPF Visa Group. Now sadly this actually did replace, as I said earlier, Ramesses Revenge, which actually was the last remaining Huss topspin here in the UK, so that's kind of pretty sad. Pretty good drop tower though. It's kind of more aimed as a beginner's drop tower, I guess. It's not exactly forceful, but it's a fun ride to go on. But queue times at the moment are, it's 50 minutes at the moment, which has dropped down from the earlier time of 75. I probably wouldn't queue any longer than 30 or 40 minutes for this, so I'm going to come back a little bit later and see if I can jump on a bit of a shorter queue for this one. But still looking good though, and up she goes. Here at the main stage now, which is where the Carnival Spectacle show is going to be happening at 1 o'clock. Just thought I'd show you how this is decorated as well, with all the Mardi Gras flags and colours here, all looking really good. All the banners here on the fences as well, and on here, and of course you got the beads and the banners hanging in the trees as well, and all across these buildings in the back. Really well decorated, really well themed actually. The entire park is decorated with these green, gold and purple colours for Mardi Gras. Really, really looks good. Really, really looks good. Really impressed. And here we are in the heart of the food area then. This is, of course, Mardi Grub Avenue. I gotta get used to saying that. Look at these absolutely fantastic decorations and stuff. The decor here and throughout the whole park has been great. Love the Ben & Jerry's ice cream truck here as well. Look at that. The Cone Ranger. Oh yeah, really good. So yeah, I mean, it's not a huge area. Obviously, you've got a creperie there. You've got some cakes and coffee at the back there. You've got the barbecue stand here. But look, what is important? Bench seating. Really good. And of course, down here, we got the brass band playing as well, which is really nice to see. You got some burritos at the back there. Chicken shack here. Yeah, looking really good.
gotta say, it smells pretty fantastic around here. Just to give you some idea of the prices here from the Chicken Shack menu. Obviously you can pause this and take a look at the prices. You got $5.50 for some paprika chips there, $6.50 for some cheesy Cajun fries, $2.50 for a cold drink. Not too bad. It's about fairly priced. Theme park prices there, kind of around the same as Thorpe Park and Alton Towers. And speaking of Alton Towers, pretty sure these are familiar. Yeah, beautiful donuts and cakes there. We got posh dogs here. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure what a posh dog is, but there you go. Just to give you some idea of the prices here then, £9 for the Texas Ranch smoked bratwurst. As you know from previous vlogs, I do like my German sausage. Mexican here, smoked bratwurst with crushed nachos, jalapeno peppers, sweet peppers, £9. Chili dog there for $8.50. Or the classic hot dog just down the bottom here with ketchup and mustard is £7.50. So actually that's 50p cheaper than it was at Thorpe Park there for their bratwurst. So yeah, really nice. And then here at the coffee and crepe store here, you got some of your desserts here, fresh and zesty. Got a chocky banana here with £6.50. Yeah, good selection here. Really good to see. American Dream, bit of bacon and cheese if you fancy some of that. £6.50 for an Elvis. What's this? Oh, no hot drinks today, but cold drinks £2.50. So I've come around to eat my German sausage at the main stage here because the seating was pretty full in Mardi Gras Avenue. And look at this. Looks fantastic. Some crispy onions on there. Bit of ketchup, bit of mustard. Looking just as good as the Thorpe Park ones. Maybe better actually. And like I say, 50p cheaper. So yeah, looking forward to getting my mouth around this. Let's get it on. So just finished my posh dog here at Chessington World of Adventures. And I gotta say, yeah, that was damn tasty. Still a little bit expensive at £7.50, but those crispy onions were beautiful, beautiful. Like I say, the Mardi Gras Avenue here, it may not be a large area. There's actually only kind of 5 or 6 food stalls here, but the food options that each one of them caters for is actually really good and a lot better than Thorpe Park actually had when I visited there last week. This is kind of more on a roll, more on a par with kind of Alton Towers, so actually quite impressed with this. Looking forward to chowing down on a little bit more grub later on. Like I say, it's not just Mardi Gras Avenue that caters for the Mardi Gras style food. There is food kind of in the other restaurants dotted around the park as well that also caters to that Louisiana style for Mardi Gras. So yeah, the smokehouse in particular as well. I'll be heading there towards kind of the end of the day to grab some more food from there. But yeah, really impressed with this. Some good food options and tasty as well. A little bit of off-ride footage there of river rafts. ABC Engineering opened in 2020. It's kind of a log flume for the smaller kids, that one, but still fun nonetheless. I'm going to be heading this way now to check out another crew, the High Flyers crew this time. So we're going to check out that show, due to start in about 10 minutes or so. We're going to check out that one and then head a little bit further around the park and then come back to the main stage for the main show that starts in about 30 minutes. We'll go and check that one out. Here we are, High Flyers crew, let's go. So just next to the High Flyers crew then we have Toon Blaster, the interactive dark ride. Now this was actually rethemed to Toon Blaster in 2002 after opening in 1987. 75-minute queue time for this ride as well then. High queue times in the park today. Actually higher than I expected, even with it being the holidays. So we'll probably come back and give this one a try a little bit later on as well, once the park kind of calms down a little bit and people start, you know, going for dinner or having a little bit of an afternoon rest. See if these queue times go down some. Let's see what the High Flyers show is all about though, should be a good one. So just come away from watching the High Flyers crew then over near Toon Blaster. I've got to say, a little bit disappointed. I'm not sure a show actually happened. There was a show that was scheduled for a time back there, and nothing seemed to actually change in the time I was waiting for it. They had 6 entertainers there, kind of dancing and interacting with the crowd 10 minutes before the show was due. And 10 minutes after the show was due to start, they were doing exactly the same thing. There didn't actually appear to be a show happen, which was a bit of a shame, because they've got some apparatus by that show, like hoops and stuff, and being called High Flyers, I was kind of expecting some kind of, I don't know, acrobatics or something different to happen, aside from them just interacting with the crowd. So yeah, not too sure about that one, but I've come back down towards the main stage now, as there's a show here due to start at 1 o'clock. So hopefully this one is going to provide, something actually a little different, something that's actually going to happen. We'll see. But yeah, it's about to start in 10 minutes. Let's see what this is all about.
No shame.
I wake up every morning thinking about the way you feel. Oh, I wonder if you know it. Well, good is the party. The world is on your shoulders, and all of the madness. Oh, just come with me if we can shake it loose right away.
Who dares to try and steal my treasure? Those who have tried before have succumbed to a terrible fate. Be warned, young knight. Your destiny is now in my hands.
Just got away from watching the main show then on the main stage back there, and typical British weather, halfway through the show the heavens opened up, as I'm pretty sure you've seen already. Apologies as well if the sound goes a bit funky. I wasn't actually expecting any Safri Duo Played Alive to be played in the middle of the show there, so there could be some copyright issues. Hopefully not, but we'll see. In terms of the show itself though, yeah, it was pretty good. I didn't think it was going to be much of a show initially. It started off pretty slow. The storyline kind of, I think they could cut a lot of it out at the beginning and kind of pick up the pace a little bit quicker. But the show ended off fantastic. Streamers, smoke effects, beads getting thrown out to the audience, audience interaction, great music, great costumes. So yeah, on the whole, pretty impressive. Just a little bit slow to start. I made my way back round to the front now, next to Dragon's Fury here, which of course is Chessington's newest roller coaster, which opened in 2004. So even though it's the newest, it's 18 years old now. So this behind me will sort all that out. I've come back down to the front of the park to see if I can get a little bit of a better view on the construction taking part in Project Amazon. Let's take a quick look. So as you can see, as close as I can get to this fence here, you can see that we do have footers going in. You can see one just at the bottom center of the screen there. And if I can pan over here, if you can just see in this kind of area here, all of these are footers for the new coaster, suspected to be that wing coaster from B&M. You can see how they're kind of going all the way around the outskirts of the park, of this new area here. It's hard for me to kind of get any kind of good view for you guys here because of this fence. However, as you can see in the main kind of part of the area here, it's nothing but excavation work going on as they lay the foundations for the future buildings and future rides. It's nothing but rubble really at the moment, along with those footers obviously. Like I say, this area is actually going to be themed on the Jumanji IP. We're expecting it to kind of closely follow the board of the Jumanji, the actual board game. So the paths are going to kind of reflect that, and in the centerpiece we're expecting a big bit of theming here, where on the board game you would have had the words come up, the riddles come up on the game. That's supposed to be some kind of central piece of theming somewhere out in this kind of direction here. So yeah, as you can see, still a lot of work to be done here. We're still a year away, but yeah, it is progressing at a pretty good pace. Looking forward to following this over the coming weeks and months. I should imagine that things will really pick up
and we'll be able to start to pick out certain things as they start to go in. Exciting times. Here you can actually get a close-up view of one of the footers right here outside the turnstiles of the park. Slightly better view in this area here, but again, it's still just rubble mostly. Some off-road footage there then of Dragon's Fury, like I say, the 2004 spinning coaster from Maura Rise. 18 years old now, that ride. Really, really good though, still pretty forceful. If you've ridden Spinball Whizzer at Alton Towers, you'll know pretty much what to expect from that ride. Actually still really, really good, even 18 years later. A little bit more construction work behind me then. This is again kind of gated off here. This is again more construction work going on in the Pirates Cove area of the park. This pathway is currently closed, but I'm assuming when Project Anchor turns up in a month or two's time, this path will reopen with a little bit of extra theming in as part of the new area. I think you can just about make out the Watermania ride from Zamperla there behind that fence, which is going to be, of course, one of the 2 new rides in this area. Heading back through to Wild Woods now. Let's see if the queue's gone down any for Gruffalo's Wild Adventure and the Vampire. Let's go. Good to see they've still got the photo opportunity here of the coffin here just outside Vampire. Yeah, you go in round the side here, stick your head through the broken coffin there. Nice photo opportunity, if a little dark. Still a 90-minute queue then for Vampire, so I've changed track and come this way towards Burnt Stub Mansion. A little interesting fact for you that this was actually an English royalist stronghold during the English Civil War. Built in 1348, this building, so it's been here for many, many centuries. Although I do believe it was actually razed to the ground and rebuilt at some stage. It looks as though today they've actually got the flyers out the front here for all the different crews for Mardi Gras. You've got Elmer's Colour crew there, the High Flyers crew. Looks like you've got Clawsome on the end there. Looks like they're missing Stompede though. I don't know if that's supposed to be in this gap here. I'm not too sure, but yeah, Stompede are not represented here for some reason. This is also where you'll find the Room on a Broom magical journey inside here, inside this building. So yeah, Gruffalo is still also having a 70-minute queue right now. So still pretty strong queue times at the moment. So I'm going to go and grab some food now and then check the queue times out again later on in the day. Yeah, just at the rear of the park now. Just thought I'd quickly show you the lodge entrance here, which is where you'll come in if you're staying at the hotels, the big old car park just around the side here. If you're staying in the Aztec Hotel, you do actually have a third entrance called the Azteca entrance, which is located in a different area. This kind of comes in at this part of the park more into the zoo. All this area here is all kind of the children's zoo. You've got the Asian clawed otters here as well, as opposed to the Explorer's entrance, which kind of comes in right on Dragon's Fury. But yeah, again, really nicely themed around here. Nice photo opportunity here with the Mardi Gras. The lion with the big old beads there. And what looks like a mask. Is that a mask? I think it's a mask. Yeah, nice flags around here as well. And a tree with more of the green, gold and purple covered in beads there again as well. Yeah, I'm really kind of impressed with Chessington's decor for their Mardi Gras. It's really, really well themed. I mean, Chessington World of Adventures is a very spectacularly themed park anyway. It's set in some gorgeous surroundings, so the fact that they've actually, you know, used all this decor to really highlight that is really well done in my opinion. Yeah, solid 9 out of 10. And just off to the side of where that photo opportunity was, you have the mini stage here where it looks as though we've got some meet and greets going on. It's just coming to an end here. But there, of course, you have the witch from the Room on a Broom ride. It's got a cauldron there. And yeah, it's a nice little mini stage seating area here with lots of seating around in some shade if it gets a little warm, and potentially a little bit of cover from the rain as well, which is really nice here. Thought he was saying hello to me then.
That's okay.
A little bit of footage there of the sea lions in the zoo, just getting their daily dose of fish there. Nice to see. It's actually a really well sort of kind of preserved tank, if you like. You know, it's nice clean water. There's no sort of algae growing everywhere. It's really well maintained, well cared for, as most of the animals here seem to be. They all seem to be pretty happy. The cages are all nice and clean, and the animals seem to be in pretty good condition. There's some reindeer just in this little hut behind me here, but they seem to be a little bit shy. The zoo is actually really a sizable place in Chessington, and actually, while everyone is sort of in the theme park area, it's actually pretty peaceful. It's somewhere where you can come. As you can see, this is kind of fairly empty today. It's where you can kind of come and chill for an hour or two and get away from kind of the hectic carnage that certainly seems to be today in the main theme park area. Yeah, he's nice, isn't he? All the beads on here. I'm not sure if this has been done by people throwing their beads up or whether that's actually part of the decorations. And the only other ride that's closed today at Chessington is Tiger Rock, the log flume here. And as you can see, the trench has been completely drained here. Just outside of Cobra now, the Zamperla Disco, which I'm hoping to get on very, very shortly. But I've just come out of one of the stores just opposite me here, and I bought one of these intergalactic Coca-Colas. Now, I've never actually had one of these before, so I'm going to give it a try. It's I've heard mixed reviews about these. I'm not really sure what that tastes of. That's, is there like a hint of cherry in that maybe? It kind of reminds me of a very weak cherry. I mean, it's no calories, zero sugar, so maybe it is kind of like a diet cherry Coke maybe, although I'm pretty sure that already exists. No idea. I'm going to be jumping on Cobra here, good old Zamperla Disco. Haven't been on one in a long old time, so looking forward to this. And then we'll explore a little bit more around the park while I enjoy my intergalactic Coca-Cola.
A little bit of off-ride footage then of the Zamperla disco that is known as Cobra here in the park. Operations weren't that great today. They were taking a long time to get people seated, get people restrained, and to get the ride dispatched. I'm not quite sure what was going on there. Every single ride is taking quite a while. I mean, the throughputs on the discos aren't great anyway, purely because of the type of ride that they are, but that today was actually pretty slow. Just been having a little chat to one of the maintenance guys here, and apparently Tiger Rock will be reopening today in about an hour or so. They are actually in the process of refilling the troughs and getting the rides sent round for testing, so might actually get on that today. Looking forward to that. It is, since the sun's come back out, temperatures have gone back up, getting pretty hot here. So yeah, let's head back around that way, see what we're doing, and see if we can get on. Hopefully it's not too much longer. I want to get there before the queues start building up again. Let's go. A little bit of off-ride footage there then of Tiger Rock, the log flume here at Chessington World of Adventures. Been here since 1987 actually. Underwent some pretty strong retheming in 2018 to make it Tiger Rock, as it was looking kind of a little tired. After the retheming though, nice bright colours, looks nice and fresh again, still rides really well. Not that much of a soaker, probably about a 6 out of 10 in terms of how wet you get, but still a really solid ride. Behind me here, this is actually thick glass here. They're usually housing some tigers, but I don't think they're actually around today. The pool has actually been drained, so that leads me to believe that they've actually been moved somewhere else. Gonna head back to Wild Woods now, as it's getting towards the end of the day. There's only just under 2 hours left of park time here, so I want to try and see if I can get on the Gruffalo and Vampire. Let me see if I can get some on-ride footage of the Gruffalo's Wild Adventure as well for you folks, and we'll see how it goes. Let's head back there now. Here we go on the Gruffalo's Wild Adventure then. I got a boat to myself here. It's all right, isn't it? Yeah, first time I've been on this in a long old time. I do love the Gruffalo's Wild Adventure, but I'll be honest, I do still miss Professor Burp's Bubbleworks here. Of course, this opened way back in the late 80s as Professor Burp's Bubbleworks before being rethemed in 2017 as the Gruffalo. And although it's still a really good dark ride, I do miss the smell pods of Professor Burp's and the whole kind of, you know, lemonade factory theme that they had. I'll never forget the big inflatable cow, which I believe was just here, I think, if I remember rightly.
Come and have tea in my treetop house.
Queued for about an hour for this then. Operations, not brilliant. A little bit slow getting the carriages away. Carriages, I should say, tubs. Yeah, really relaxing ride this. Really nice. Hello? How you doing? Oh, it's not very nice.
Gruffalo!
There he is.
Gruffalo! So you see, everyone is afraid of me.
Here we go then. Wow. It's still a great little finale, this. A little bit of a splash, not too bad. It's actually quite nice.
Tummy's beginning to rumble. My favourite food. Gruffalo crumble.
A Misty Gruffalo there. Hey. Just got off my ride then of the Gruffalo's Wild Adventure. And yeah, I'm not too sure how much you can actually hear in there. The audio was actually quite loud on that ride. However, that is a ride that has been here since 1990. It's just kind of recently been rethemed to the Gruffalo in 2017. Of course, first, when it first opened, it was Professor Burp's Bubble Works. And it was that for several years before actually it got slightly rethemed and sponsored by Imperial Leather. And that wasn't quite the same either. Professor Burp's Bubble Works was a fantastic ride here. The smell pods, the lemonade factory, the comedy in that show was just fantastic, and I do still really miss it. As much as the Gruffalo is still a good ride, I do still miss that. It's a nostalgic hit for me, having ridden that way back when it did first open. Queue for Vampire now is still 90 minutes. As you can see behind me here, the Vampire. I'm going to get on it anyway though, as we are heading towards park close now, so I'm going to go grab a ride on the Vampire and then wrap up today's vlog. There she goes. Just got off my ride on Vampire then, and it's still such a classic, that ride. 32 years old it is now. Opened here in the park in 1990. Vekoma came in 2002 and changed the trains. They used to actually have a floor
Now they're completely flawless. So, but since then, 32 years, still going strong, still rides fairly well. Yes, it's a little bit stop-start, a little bit jolty in places, but it is still such a classic ride. And what really makes it is just the way the track winds through the gloomy woods. You know, 32 years of these trees and shrubs and everything have had to really grow up around the track. And it's one of the best settings for a coaster. I love the way it wraps itself around the woods. Really, really is spectacular. As weak as it may be, you know, for the enthusiasts among us, it is still a really great ride, that one. Anyway, I'm heading to the park exit now. And yeah, I'll give you my final thoughts on the day and wrap up today's vlog. And that's going to pretty much wrap up my day here at Chessington World of Adventures. It's been a great day. Mardi Gras has been a solid 9 out of 10 here. As a matter of fact, I would probably say that Chessington's first attempt is actually better than Alton Towers' first attempt was last year. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to get to Alton Towers for the 2022 season for their Mardi Gras this year, so I'm not going to know quite what improvements they've made. But as a first attempt from Chessington, it's been really well done. The costumes have been fantastic, the music's been fantastic, the food's been fantastic, the shows have been fantastic. Shows have been a little bit off schedule, kind of 5 to 10 minutes a delay on some of the shows, which has been a little bit of a shame. And one show, like I say, the Flyers crew, the show didn't happen, which was a little bit weird. Not quite sure what happened there. But otherwise, Mardi Gras has been, I would say, a real success at Chessington. The decor has been fantastic as well. Ride operations today, not the best. There's been a lot of rides that I've queued for today where the queues have just been standing still for 10 to 15 minutes. Throughput has not been great. Cobra wasn't great. Vampire was very slow as well. So a little bit of a shame there. But overall, the day has been great today. I love Chessington. It's a beautiful park, very aesthetically pleasing. Very, like the scenery, scenic surroundings is really, really nice here. The zoo's been fantastic as well. And overall, it has been a really good day. I've really enjoyed my time here. And so that's it from Chessington, from myself, Angel Lawson at Adventure Planet. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, happy riding, everybody.